What if the greatest secret to living beyond 100 isn't hidden in a miracle drug, an expensive supplement, or even extraordinary genes? After studying some of the world's longest-lived people, researchers uncovered a remarkable pattern. They didn't find one magical solution. Instead, they found simple habits, quiet choices repeated day after day, year after year. These centenarians shared one timeless belief: prevention is always better than cure. Today, you'll discover 5 longevity codes that have helped many people live not only longer, but healthier, happier, and with greater purpose. Perhaps one of them could become part of your own legacy. Code 1, the Purpose Code. The first discovery surprised many researchers. It wasn't about diet, it wasn't about exercise, it was purpose. Elena lived to 103. Every morning before the sun had fully risen, she watered her small garden, prepared breakfast for her grandchildren, and greeted her neighbors with a warm smile. When someone asked why she never slowed down, she simply replied, "As long as someone needs me, I still have a reason to wake up." Research suggests that people with a strong sense of purpose often experience better physical health, greater emotional resilience, and improved well-being as they age. Purpose gives us a reason to move, and movement gives life its momentum. Legacy quote: "A meaningful life doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years." But purpose alone isn't enough. The next longevity code protects the future long before illness ever appears. Code 2, the Prevention Code. Imagine noticing a tiny crack in your home's foundation. Would you ignore it until the walls began to collapse? Probably not. Yet many of us treat our health that way. Centenarians often do the opposite. They don't wait for serious illness before making healthier choices. They eat wisely before diabetes develops. They stay active before weakness appears. They manage stress before it becomes overwhelming. Many chronic diseases develop quietly over time. That's why prevention is one of the greatest gifts we can give our future selves. Healthy aging isn't built overnight. It's built through small choices repeated every day. Legacy quote: "The healthiest future is built long before the first symptom appears." And one of those daily choices may surprise you because it doesn't require a gym membership. Code 3, the Movement Code. Samuel celebrated his 101st birthday without ever joining a gym. He simply never stopped moving. He walked to the local market, worked in his garden, carried his own groceries, visited friends on foot whenever possible. Movement wasn't something he scheduled. It was simply part of everyday life. Studies consistently show that regular movement helps maintain muscle strength, balance, and independence as we grow older. You don't need intense workouts. You simply need to keep moving, because the body rewards those who continue using it. Legacy quote: "Movement isn't about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to every year." But even a strong body can struggle without something the heart quietly depends on. Code 4, the Connection Code. Researchers expected healthy food to be the biggest predictor of longevity. Instead, they kept discovering something else: strong relationships. Maria lived to 102 and treasured one tradition above all others. Every Sunday, 4 generations of her family gathered around one table. She loved to say, "Food fills the stomach, but family fills the heart." Research suggests that meaningful relationships can reduce stress, strengthen emotional well-being, and support healthier aging. Sometimes the greatest medicine isn't found in a bottle. Sometimes it's found in the people who walk beside us. Legacy quote: "A shared life is often a longer life." And finally, we come to the longevity code that may be the hardest to master, yet perhaps the most powerful of all. Code 5, the Calm Mind Code. Grace lived through war, economic hardship, and the heartbreaking loss of her husband. Yet she reached 104 with remarkable peace. One afternoon, a neighbor asked how she remained so calm after everything she had experienced. Grace smiled gently and replied, "Worry is a debt you pay on problems that may never arrive." She wasn't free from hardship. No centenarian is. She had simply learned not to let yesterday's pain steal today's peace. Research continues to show that long-term stress can affect the heart, immune system, sleep, and overall health. Learning to rest, learning to forgive, learning to let go. These may be among the greatest acts of prevention we can practice. Legacy quote: The greatest peace we can give ourselves is learning what to carry and what to release. Finally, when researchers study people who live beyond 100, one lesson becomes impossible to ignore. Longevity rarely comes from one extraordinary decision. Instead, it's built through thousands of ordinary choices. Living with purpose, choosing prevention, moving every day, staying connected, protecting your peace of mind. None of these habits guarantee a long life, but together they build a stronger foundation for a healthier and more meaningful one. Because every healthy tomorrow begins with the choices we make today. And perhaps the greatest legacy we can leave isn't simply living longer, it's living well. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 longevity codes speaks to you the most? Share your answer in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. If you enjoy timeless wisdom inspired by both ancient traditions and modern science, subscribe to The Wise Legacy Code and join us each week as we explore simple ways to build a healthier, stronger, and more meaningful future. Until next time, stay wise, stay healthy, keep building your legacy.